You know the feeling. The credit card bill that makes your stomach drop. The work email that pings at 11:30 at night. The quiet, isolating pull of an addiction you swore you'd beat by now. The pressure feels suffocating. Hitting a wall is a standard experience of the human condition. It is the baseline reality of living in a broken world. The Apostle Paul addresses this in 1 Corinthians 10, verse 13. He writes that the temptations and tests you face are common to man. Feeling as though the weight is too much to bear does not mean God has abandoned you. You are experiencing the universal friction of a fallen world. In that same verse, Paul provides a specific promise that along with the trial, God will also provide a way of escape. We instinctively read the word escape and imagine an eject button. We look for a divine trapdoor that deletes our difficult circumstances and beams us to safety. Then reality sets in. We wake up the next morning and the boss is still at the office. The debt remains. The temptation is still waiting right by the front door. If God promised a literal way out, why do we remain in the room with our problems? Misinterpreting this promise turns a message of hope into a source of spiritual frustration and doubt. To find the answer, we look at the first half of Paul's statement. Before mentioning an escape, he establishes that God is faithful. God acts as a calibrated filter. He measures the exact weight of the pressure you are allowed to face. The limit to this testing is based strictly on what you can handle with his help. God knows your true breaking point better than you do. He prevents the pressure from exceeding that precise threshold. Today's trial is not an accident of a chaotic universe. It has been measured and limited by a faithful creator. That brings us back to the way of escape. The answer lies in the original first-century Greek context. The Greek word is ekbasis. Historically, it denotes a way through a test, or a limit to it. It does not mean a trapdoor out of it. God provides the specific spiritual resources needed to survive inside the trial. The capacity to endure the trial is the escape. Divine rescue does not remove the mountain. It gives you the specific strength required to climb it. We pray to be plucked out of a raging ocean. God's solution is to place us in an unsinkable lifeboat. The storm rages and the danger is real, but the environment will not crush the occupant because God is defraying the expense of their weakness. When the late-night emails pile up or the financial pressure mounts, your response can shift from paralyzing anxiety to quiet, anchored resolve. Biblical peace is found in the unyielding structural integrity of the lifeboat God provides. Surviving a trial magnifies God's sustaining power, rather than our own self-sufficient handling. Workplace pressure tests exist to transfer our reliance from our own fragile abilities to God's grace. Rather than begging for a magical escape hatch, we can lean on the divine strength already supplied for today's burden. If you are facing a trial today, you have been provided with a divinely calibrated endurance to match it.